It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Charlotte. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's Young. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Jason Pinnock. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. It's a gain of 26, and he'll set up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. So Kittle comes in motion. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Watkins motioning over. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring that out up 4-1. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. So after that safety, it is a free kick, and that comes from the 20. That is fielded at the 13. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
Watkins motioning over. He'll look to throw. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Watkins motioning over. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And he will power his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Niners 16, Panthers nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, Young. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Niners have got it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
We are through one. The Niners have the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Young gonna give it to Brooks. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now Young. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
To throw is Young. And he will get into the end zone. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Carolina. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. Panthers are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. A run on 1st and goal. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. The Panthers will take their 1st timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18. Set go.
From the gun, it's Young. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Panthers 13. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Kittle. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Watkins motioning over. To the air now on first and 10. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. The Niners will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Third and long. They'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Moody's kick is good. And the Niners going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this ball's going to go out of bounds. Not the way you want to begin the second half. The football will be marked at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
Ayuk makes the catch right side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That's out to Kittle as they set up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of...
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Brock Purdy. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Panthers 13. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
At the 23-yard line.
A second down throw for Young. His throw left side is complete. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Panther first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready? 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Set go.
Here's Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
On 2nd down, Young. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Panthers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Young to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 13 yards on the catch there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Young.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he's got this one complete to Watkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They face 2nd down and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. Receiver in motion, going right. And a nice defensive play there. Good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.